guys, and welcome back to my channel, Homemaking with Katrina. So, I'm sorry, my tripod. So today is a pre-Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, so every year, and I'm pretty sure you guys that have been around for the last 4 years see that I put out a pre-Thanksgiving dinner for my family every year. And the reason I do that is just to be able to start and create traditions for my children so they can start their own traditions, even though that ever since all of my children have been born, they have always eaten Thanksgiving dinner at my parents' house, which is their Mimi and Papa. So that's all they know, but they do know and they do enjoy having a pre-Thanksgiving dinner made by their mom. And this time around, given that I'm pregnant, my girls are gonna step in and help with a lot of the things. I'm making a really simple menu. First thing is I'm making a pound cake, sour cream pound cake, because that's what everybody wanted, with a raspberry glaze and homemade whipped cream. But we have to get our cake on because the cake has to have time to cook, and it takes an hour and like 15 minutes or hour and 30 minutes or something like that. It takes a while. So I want that to cook. And matter of fact, I need to go ahead and turn my oven on 325 for an hour and 15 or hour and 40 minutes. I'll let you guys know exact. I got to go back and look at the recipe, but it is just a basic sour cream recipe. Sour cream, eggs, butter, sugar, flour, baking powder, salt, and butter and vanilla. That's it. So on the menu today is I'm doing ham for the kids because that's what they requested. I'm not doing a turkey, but I'm going to show you how I would do if I was doing a turkey. I decided just to do 2 Cornish hens because it'll just be me and my husband that eat the bird, and my husband doesn't eat pork, so the kids, I'm going to make their ham. And all I do is a basic butter, brown sugar, pineapple juice, and crushed pineapples. And it's so good. So I'll show you guys that. But this is the ham that I like to get because I'm not doing like major like cooking. I always buy this Kentucky Legend. It is fresh sliced ham. It's not like ham for ham sandwiches. You can use it for that. But it's 4.5 pounds. No, I'm sorry. Yes, it's almost 5 pounds, and it's already pre-sliced and it's pre-cooked. But what I do is I put a glaze on top, cover it with foil, and it tastes so good, like it's been cooking for hours, and it's boneless. I do that. I'm doing, of course, homemade dressing, which is my mom's recipe. It is in my playlist if you want to go and look at that. But I'm going to show you guys how I make it, but I make it the exact same way, but I'm just making a smaller pan. And then I'm doing homemade mac and cheese, mustard greens and turnip greens mixed, fresh. I've got them soaking in some vinegar right now, and then I have the roots that I'm going to slice up. I'm going to throw those in the Instapot when it's time to cook. They'll only take 16 minutes and they'll be ready. I've already made my cornbread. I just took it out. Kind of cracked, but it's fine because we're crunching it up. It's okay. Don't have to be perfect. It's just a basic cornbread mix: oil, eggs, oil, eggs, a tablespoon of sugar, and what else? Milk. Basic, just cornbread recipe, because that's just the base for our cornbread dressing, southern cornbread dressing. I'm doing homemade mac and cheese right here in this pot. I already have some chicken bouillon seasoned and boiling, and I'm going to throw my noodles in there. And that is just evaporated milk, butter, cheese, and some eggs. And that's it. I'm doing green bean casserole, which is just the canned green beans, nothing special. Canned green beans, cream of mushrooms, some salt, pepper, garlic, all the seasonings that make it taste good, and cream of mushroom soup goes in, and then you bake it, and then you top it the last 10 minutes with these crispy crunchy onions, Frenchers. And then I did a shortcut, and I do this. I did a shortcut on the sweet potatoes. Usually I do sweet potato casserole, but my kids wanted sweet potato souffle. And I guess it's souffle when you make it with the marshmallows. I don't know. But when I said shortcut, all I have to do is drain these and blend them and add my spices. And it'll taste the same. They're just already cut and cooked for me. That saves me time. And so I'm going to do, because I need the oven for such a long period of time and those Cornish hens have to kind of roast, I'm going to do them in my air fryer. I think they're going to turn out wonderful. But the way I'm going to cut corners, I'm going to pre-boil them for about 10-15 minutes. I do this with my whole chickens. Pre-boil them, and then I'm going to roast them off on like 3 something in my air fryer. They're going to be delicious. If I was doing it in the oven, then I would let them roast about 2 hours on like 375. But I'm going to use the same spices, and I'm going to show you guys. And you can do this with your turkey. You can do this. Now, if you're like planning on deep frying a turkey or something like that, then of course I'm not your girl for that, because I wait to get to Georgia to have deep fried turkey and deep fried Cornish hens, because my dad does that. But you just have to find a recipe for that, because I don't have a recipe for that. But other than that, I'm going to take you guys along, and I bought our little, I always do this every year. At my parents' house, we don't eat off paper plates, so for Thanksgiving, that is a big no-no. But here we won't throw away, because, and I even got pans to throw away, because this is literally, if I was making Thanksgiving for myself, and I hopefully I won't ever have to do it by myself. You know, I hope I'm forever till God comes back. My mama is gonna be cooking. But this is something that I would do it, of course, the day before. I would do a bigger spread, but I'm just going to give you some recipes if you want to try them, because they're going to be delicious. Even though it's like a pre-Thanksgiving, it's not Thanksgiving, but this gives you some ideas if you want to do your own Thanksgiving with your family and make homemade dishes and make them half the time. So yeah, so sit back and enjoy. Get you some coffee, get you some tea, hot tea, iced tea, a Coke, whatever floats your boat, and sit back and enjoy, and let your mouth get watery, and get you some dinner ideas for Thanksgiving dinner. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I can't even talk. Subscribe button if you have not.
Okay guys, so for this cake recipe, I'm using 2 sticks of unsalted softening butter, 6 room temp eggs. I'm just creaming the butter for about 3 to 5 minutes till it's just nice and smooth. Then I'm going to do 3 cups of sugar and just cream that together until that's well combined. And then I'm going to do 1 egg at a time. And I'm going to do, of course, flour, half sour cream, and just rotate it until I'm done. And then at the end, I will add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and put it in a pan and bake it. Now, I will say this. After I had to end up and throw my pan away, I had a beautiful cake. It took an hour and 30 minutes, and it was ready, and it was golden. It was just beautiful. Smelled so good, looked so good. Crunchy crust on top, everything, all the things. But it would not come out my pan. This is like the 3rd pound cake, you guys, that I have made that will not come out of the pan. I don't know what it is, but I ended up throwing that pan away because I had to literally just like scoop my cake out after working so hard on it. Scoop it out and slice it up and put it on a plate. So yeah, so I got to get me a new bundt pan. I've had that one for a couple of years anyway, but I don't use it a lot to where it should have done that, so I don't know. But yeah, so that is the recipe for that. You bake it on 325 for 1 hour and 30 minutes.
So we got our noodles ready. They're cooling. We're gonna go ahead and prepare our mac and cheese. It is 3:38 right now. We typically don't eat till about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So I've got time to do all the stuff that I need to do. The cake is in the oven right now. It's 1 hour and 21 minutes left on it, and so it's in the oven. We don't mess with it. We don't check on it. We don't do any of that. So right now I got my stock for my cornbread dressing. I've just got 2 legs, a half a stick of butter, some chicken bouillon, some poultry seasoning, and of course onions, celery, and carrots for my stock. I'm gonna probably add a little bit of herb de Provence in there just for some herbs, because I love a good herby stock. My mom usually does like a poultry seasoning. I think well, I got poultry, but she does herbs too. I just can't. I know she does some thyme, but this herb de Provence has all of that in it already. If you want to know what that is, that's what it has in there. And this is going to cook about 45 minutes. You just want to cook it until it falls off the bone, and then that's our stock for our homemade dressing. And I'm going to go ahead and whip up this mac and cheese. I'll put it in the refrigerator till it's time to bake, do all the other side dishes, and then focus on the hard things, which is the Cornish hens and the greens. And then by that time, the cornbread should be cool enough to go ahead and crumble up. This should be ready, and we could go ahead and get our dressing in the oven, because dressing takes about 45 minutes to an hour to cook, because it is a thinner consistency versus just cornbread. So when we get to that point, I'll show you guys, but we are moving along. I let this boil in just some chicken bouillon seasoning, nothing else, no butter, no nothing. These are the Cornish hens that I let, and I know it looks like herbs and stuff, but that's what's in the chicken bouillon seasoning, and just some water, and I let them boil for 30 minutes because they're different than the chicken. So they're getting tender. They're just about ready. As you can see, I can stick my fork in there, so I don't want to overcook it because I want it to have its texture and its form. And I'm gonna just add it in my air fryer. I got all the other stuff that y'all see me. The cake is out now, it's cooling. The greens are on, the dressing is in. I'll put the mac and cheese in after I get the green bean casserole and the sweet potato casserole out. But I'm gonna cook for 55 minutes on air roast, which is 375 in my air fryer. Now, I have made a mixture. Perfect fit. I have made a mixture right here of a little avocado oil, a half a stick of butter, some herb de Provence, some Italian seasoning blend that I buy from Trader Joe's. It's just got some different herbs in there. I added some chicken bouillon seasoning, a little bit of brown sugar, some garlic powder, onion salt from Trader Joe's, which is not salty like garlic salt, and black pepper. And that is it. I'm going to pour this over my hens. Just try to coat it all over. And it looks good already. I'm so excited. I'm going to show you guys the decorations. I've already decorated for Christmas. You'll see that little decorate. Watch my kids and I decorate cookies and decorate for Christmas. And then I made a pasta dish, so you'll see that after this vlog because I want to get the Thanksgiving vlog out before. But I'm just going to put this on 55 minutes. It may take a little bit longer. It may take less, but we shall see. Okay, so it's already decorated in here for Christmas, but it's okay. All I bought was the give thanks plates with the napkins, and I bought some little festive cups, and we're going to have some sparkling cider as our drink, and some lemonade. But this is everything, and I will have all the food. Usually I set it up over here on this wall. Don't mind Miracle and her art. We need to paint. But I usually set it up over here on this wall, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to leave it in the kitchen, and everybody can just self-serve in there and then come in here and eat once we bless. But yes, so this is our Thanksgiving dinner. 2024, large family style. Got flour, I've been cooking. The cake looks good. I'll show you guys how everything turns out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want the recipes, definitely, I'm going to have some of the recipes in the description box so you guys can follow those, but most of them are just going to be self-explanatory. I'll walk you through it through a voiceover, or I may just put everything in the description box for you to see. But thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. Happy Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye. Got one coming down the stairs talking about Happy Thanksgiving.